Yes, let's be a horse, because horses are pro at this game. Come on, horse! Come on, horse! Okay, horse can't do it. Horse is terrible at playing games with these huge hooves. These hooves make it impossible to jump, dang it! Come on! Ugh! Oh my gosh, horse, you are the best. Horse, you are the best. In horse we trust. Booyah! Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play I Want to Be the Love Trap. I am Captain Forrest Falcon, and I finally made it through with the power of horse. That's right, horse is the power from which we win at this game. I literally didn't expect that to work, but it totally did. Anyway, so thanks to the fact that I'm now past that segment, we can now continue on with the Let's Play. No, stop running on me. And this is where things really get good. Except when I die to the cherry like that. Like, it gets good after you make, like, the few jumps, but it's like it doesn't have anything super ridiculous. Like, see? Booyah! And now we have just more onion spriggets and such. If you're wondering where those came from when I was just spending all that time dying getting over there. Kind of kept talking to myself. It'll probably be a bonus episode that shows up later or sooner or whatever. But yes, I really do like the water levels, even though I die a lot sometimes. Well, let's face it, any I Want to Be the Guy game, you die a lot. Even except the original I Want to Be the Guy. That's like the only one that I consider legitimately possible to. It's one of the only ones. There's one other, which I think I will be considering doing a Let's Play soon after I finish this game. Okay, let's be honest, I'm not even going to finish this game. Seriously. I can't believe I just realized that I did that on the first try. But yes, let's be honest with you, I am not going to legitimately 100% this game. There is no possible way that I'm going to ever have the skills to beat the final of final bosses of this game. Because if I can't even beat Hatsune Miku Back 2, there's no way I'm ever going to beat that frickin' boss. Why have I stopped here? Because, oh, look at that. It's a troll spike. It's a troll spike in a Trolly I Want to Be the Guy game. This is what I consider a troll I Want to Be the Guy game. Like, you have I Want to Be the Guy, which is a troll type game. And then you have this game, which is like a troll of trolls. Because that's another thing that I guess I wanted to get, is that from playing this game, I get the image that the creator of this has the knowledge to make a decent game. Like, he has the knowledge to be able to make a decent I Want to Be the Guy game, and yet he chooses to make something like this. He deliberately has crummy music for the levels, no creative level design, but he makes awesome gameplay and puzzle type things, and still makes it, like, if you can get around the horrible aesthetics of it, it's fun to play if you get good at it. No! So close. Like, this game legitimately only gets fun if you've played it a number of times. However, there is one level that I really am a big fan of. And we will see that level much later, because it's not along this path. It's along the path which I have to take, which is the worst path of all time. And I should not be dying as much as I am here, because this really isn't too bad. This is one of the examples of things that I like about the water levels, is level design like this. Like, the cherries bouncing there, like, it's only really hard if you don't do it from when the save starts. Otherwise, it's really just perfectly fine, and you can do it. And here's another thing. Like, little jumps like this. Super fun. I love this. I love so many things about this game. And you see, I didn't even die on that segment. That's when you know that I like a segment, is when I can do it without dying 1,000,000 times. Oh, and now you saw how that was a caution spike down there, and it's like trolling you. This is a double troll spike. First of all, it appears on the ceiling, and as you can see, like, you follow the pattern, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up. Yes. And this is a double troll spike. You go like this. No! And that happens. The key to it is sort of figuring out when the trigger is. The trigger is when you're anywhere over where the spike is. So it's not like a low down trigger, it's anywhere there. So you have to do it, move over and back when you're going over to that side to trigger it. And let's just reload for the sake of reloading. You know, wait a minute, I just remembered something. I said that I didn't want to have to listen to this music anymore. So no more listening shall be done. We shall be changing the music up right as I speak. Alright, now the song that I've chosen is actually one that's been used in numerous I Want to Be the Guy type games before. So it's been used in one game, I Want to Take the Time Machine, which was for the first level, which was a water level, which I think it worked really well in. And then it was also used for the intro of I Want to Kill the Guy. And I really do like this song. It's really definitely has a nice feel to it. So let's go and jump across the cherries, yes. So much fun dodging all these cherries, yes. Like, it truly is a really epic song, and it's based on, and it's comes from this little Flash movie that's pretty dang awesome. I'll probably put a link to that in the channel description. Like, see, I can just pro this game up to this song. Heck yeah! Like, the I Want to Kill the Guy opening animation is actually based on the one that this song comes from. And heck yeah, look at us go now. We can just... Okay. The only problem is I think the game is experiencing a bit of slowdown, but it's not really affecting the gameplay that much. Okay, so sorry there, guys, but I will be playing the song, like, for you guys to hear it, but I will have to go without it, since it seems to slow the game down to a point which makes it much harder to play for me. So, yes, ukigumo, the animation for that really is pretty dang good. I do like it a lot, so I hope you... And the song is definitely flat out epic. And I will put a link in the description for the animation of both the I Want to Kill the Guy version and the original that the song came from. But believe it or not, we are actually almost done the water level right here. Yes, hard to believe that something could go this fast in a game like this, especially after the first episode. Boom! Ah, oh my gosh. So close. Anyway, I don't get very frustrated on this segment because there is actually a secret that you have to get behind those 3 spikes there, and the secret is freaking well the hardest thing in this game. Like, one of the hardest things that you have to do in this game. And I really hope that Mr. Vice of Legends 9001 and Wiseman the 13th don't think to choose that Eevee, that thing, because that's going to make this Let's Play impossible for me to do. If I have to come back and do that one, because it friggin' well has the most ridiculously impossible spike maneuver that you ever have to make. You have to, like, navigate your way next to a spike that's horizontal. Or should I say, an onion spriget and a carrot spike. They're, like, right next to each other. There's, like, the smallest space possible that you could ever have to go through. And it just pisses me the foosjay off. Okay, but yes, that is the water level of the game, and I do like it. It's not quite my favorite segment, you'll see that in the future, but it is one of the ones that I really enjoy. And yes, I moved the mouse down here because I'm going to turn the game sound back on for me. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed ukigumo. I may not have pronounced that right, but anyway, the reason I've turned the sound back on is because we have our second boss fight against a giant cherry. And trust me, it really isn't that hard a boss fight, to be honest. It actually is probably one of the easier ones. And I probably could have hit that thing a few more times, but I've been trying to beat the second version of it, and it's really freaking hard. Like, this one is actually really a fun boss that I enjoy. Like, the first version, it was one of the ones I legitimately enjoyed. It was like, hey, this makes perfect sense. It's not too challenging. And yet it still has the looks of being a difficult boss, and can be a long, tedious, and enjoyable boss. But the next one is just ridiculous. It goes so much faster. All the other cherries go so much faster. So it takes you forever to knock all the cherries out of it, and these cherries are making it a problem for me to get to the big one. Also, I think the bigger one has more health too, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And the song, I don't know what it is. If I find out before this episode, I'll have it in the annotations in the description, but I don't mind it. It's a catchy song, even though I don't speak the language. Yeah, you can tell that the creator of this game didn't speak English, probably. Maybe he spoke a little bit, but definitely English was probably not their first language, and they probably don't come from an English-speaking country. Because most people from those countries, blah, blah. I'm making gibberish now. But pretty much that's where the origins of all the impossible games like this come from. They're not from English-speaking countries. Okay. This is where things get rather hard in this boss fight now. Get really hard in this boss fight, man. And I don't want to have to do this a second time. I'm gonna have to start making sure that I keep track of where that cherry is. Because if I lose... Oh boy. It's blinking. Okay, I think I've got it. I'm pretty sure I got it. Yeah, it just bounced off the ceiling. Oh, this is sweet. Yeah! That was perfect. No problems whatsoever. Heck yeah! So with that, believe it or not, we are done this episode of I Want to Be the Love Trap. And look at this. Doesn't this look fun? This was legitimately one of the worst things for me playing this game. Like this, you may not want to try and figure out yourself what path to take, because it will frickin' well kill your brain. It is frickin' ridiculous. But we will be tackling it come the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and may you soar like the amazing falcons you are, and have a wonderful day. Peace out!